Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be talking about another wonderful scholarship. Another day, another scholarship. So today we'll be talking about the Helen Nestor Ferguson Charitable Trust Master's Scholarships. Mouthful there. The Helen Nestor Ferguson Charitable Trust Master's Scholarships at the University of Sheffield and the University of Leeds in the UK. So this Alan Nestor Ferguson Scholarship is a charitable generous scholarship at several universities in the UK. There are about 5 participating universities. However, only 2 of them have announced a call for application for next year, and they are the University of Sheffield and the University of Leeds. So we'll be looking at how to apply to these universities. That's the application requirements for the courses, for the eligible courses in this scholarship and to these universities. So we'll begin with the University of Leeds. Yes, this is the Alan Nestor scholarship page for University of Leeds. So let's quickly read through the information before we go through the scholarship essay as well. So as I said earlier, it's for international students, and it covers full tuition and living expenses. And the deadline for the scholarship is the 1st of February 2021. So you're expected to apply for one of the eligible courses. We'll be looking at those courses shortly. And after applying, you get a student number. With that student number, you apply for the scholarship differently. So there's a different application for the course itself and a different application for the scholarship. But you need to apply to your department first or to the course first because you need like an application number to fill the scholarship form. And you do not need to wait till you get admitted into the university before you begin the scholarship application. Immediately you apply and you have a student number or an application number, you can begin the scholarship application. So you're expected to have an undergraduate degree already, or probably at the end of your undergrad program. So hopefully by the time of the scholarship next year, your result is already out. That's if you're still in your undergrad program. But if you're graduated, excellent. So you need either a first class or a second class upper to be qualified for this scholarship. You also have to meet the English requirements of the course you're applying for. So let's quickly take a look at the English requirements, the general English requirements. These might differ from one course to the other, but let's take a look at the general English requirement of the University of Leeds. So this is it, guys. Let's take a look quickly. So for master's application, these are the requirements. So they said they might also accept an English language qualification from your country, which you can find among our admissions qualification. Let's check and see what they mean by this. What other English qualification they might accept. Okay. But there are different countries here and the different things they might accept. So let's go to Nigeria, where I'm from, and check what they might accept for English proficiency. So I've chosen Nigeria, and let's see what they say. Okay, so this is the acceptable qualification for those coming from Nigeria. So it is also written that graduates and those who have completed a master's degree taught in English for a minimum of 2 years after the completion of the degree have their English test waived. So let's go back to the scholarship itself. So now you have to submit a scholarship form, which we'll be looking at shortly, a scholarship form where you need to answer some essay questions. And we'll look at those essay questions shortly. But let's go down to the form and see other things we might need. So there are other bits of information here you might have to read on your own. This is just a quick summary of the requirements before we go into the scholarship essay proper. So these are the eligible courses. So apart from the Leeds MBA, these courses are eligible: health and environment, electronic and electrical engineering. So you could read this on your own. I think there is something for everybody, I believe. So check through the courses available and see how they align with your interest. So we've seen this before. Citizens must be from particular countries, developing countries. So we'll look at the number of participating countries as well. And it said you must not have undertaken studies in a developed country. And you cannot pay on your own to study in the UK. And you agreed to return to your home country after studies. Finally, you're ready to study in September 2021. So let's go to the countries involved. Yeah, the number of countries here, and I'm sure if you're coming from a developing country, I'm sure your country is included here. So if you're not sure, you can always click on the link to confirm that your country is among the eligible countries. So let's move to the scholarship form. Very important. We talked about it earlier. Let's quickly move to the scholarship form. So remember, you apply first the course you're interested in, get the student application number, then move to the scholarship application proper. So this is the link to the scholarship form. And let's see where it takes us to. Exactly. This contains most of the info we've read already at the beginning of this video. And a quick reminder, I think the deadline is in February, as we saw. The deadline is in February. So let's look at the essay questions particularly. The essay questions particularly of this scholarship. So these are the essay questions. So applicants are strongly recommended to write their long answers for the following questions in Word document. Then to check the character count before copying and pasting on this platform. So the character count is 2,500 characters. So type on Word and check the character count before you paste here. It's very important. Stick to the information. So let's go to the question itself. Please give your reasons for applying for the scholarship at the University of Leeds and state how it meets your objectives and why you should be awarded for your program of study. Awards are based on academic merit and financial considerations are not taken into account. And as I said, or as they said, a maximum of 2,500 characters, including spaces. So how do we go about this question? So they want you to state why you are the best candidate for this scholarship, essentially. That's what they want you to state. And I think it's first important to begin by stating the particular course you intend to apply for. Like, I wish to apply for MSc in data science, an MSc in food technology, an MSc international development. One of those courses we mentioned earlier, one of those eligible courses we mentioned earlier for this scholarship. So that's a very good place to start. Make it clear that this is the course you're applying for. Then I think you should go next to why you're actually applying for this course. What is your concern in this course? And the best thing to do here is to tease out a particular issue or sets of issues in this course you're applying for. For instance, you're applying for a course in food production or food technology, but you're particularly concerned about food spoilage or food preservation. You're looking for innovative ways and cheap ways of preserving food. So that's your preoccupation in the midst of this broad course of food technology. So it's good to tease out your own niche within this course and make sure you've done your own research about the course. So you've clicked on the course website because every department has their own website. So you've clicked on this course website and you've seen what this course is about and the modules under this course. So I haven't studied this course. Then try to relate this particular niche you've created for yourself to the modules you discovered about this course. What do I mean? So you're talking about food spoilage and food preservation. You're looking for creative, cheap ways of preventing food spoilage. And this course you've chosen actually addresses this problem. There are a number of modules in this course that addresses this problem. And that's the reason you're applying for this course in the first place. And see how big this problem is in the country you're coming from, in your locality. You could give a data of the tons of food that go to waste because of inadequate storage facilities or because of lack of knowledge on how to probably preserve these agricultural products. So you're looking for a course that would give you the skills and the expertise of improving food sustainability, so to say. Then show your academic background. What has prepared you for this master's course you're applying for? So show what you did in your undergrad, what you studied, the grade you got, probably the project you undertook, the interesting internships you did that prepared you for a master's degree, because you cannot start a master's degree if you do not have a solid bachelor's already. So make sure you're able to also state your grade particularly, because they said they need a first class or a 2-1. So state it there clearly what you attained in your undergrad. Then if you have work experience, that is also wonderful. State the kind of work experience you have, especially if it is connected to the course you're applying for. And do not just give a list of the positions you occupied, but give details of what you learned from that job you did, from that work experience. And again, make sure the job experience is related to this course you're applying for. Then tell them what you intend to do after the course, because they're asking why should they award you this program? What will you do with it at the end of the day? And they do not want you to mention financial considerations, remember. So we have to keep it about it, issues about your career, about your advancement, and your community contribution. So tell them that after this course, you intend to go back home, probably to apply for a managerial position in a food tech company, or to start your own startup business regarding the same area of food technology. or you intend to probably work for the Ministry of Agriculture in your country, or go back to your former place of work with this new idea, with this new knowledge, and this will help you in your career advancement to get a top position and to influence policies that will be beneficial to the society, that will be beneficial to the agricultural community that you hope to help. So I hope this is clear. So just fit in your own area of specialization in this example I'm given. So first, I said you should start with the course you're applying for. Then tease out a niche for yourself. That tease out a particular issue or a set of issues within this course that you're interested in. So show how the modules in this course will help you with skills to tackle this issue. Then state what you got in your undergrad, the degrees you got, the awards you got, what you graduated with, your work experience, also stated there, and how that work experience has prepared you for this master's program. Then state what you intend to do with the knowledge you acquire, with the degree you acquire at the University of Leeds, what you intend to do after the degree. Then you could conclude by quickly reminding them of what you said, because they ask, how are you qualified and why should you be awarded? So you're qualified because you have a first class in this particular degree, or second class in this particular degree. You have work experience that are giving you hands-on training on this particular issue. And this gives you both theoretical knowledge of the field, or theoretical exposure of the field, and also practical exposure. But you need this master's for more to amplify your contribution in that field, or to fill a knowledge gap, or to advance your particular career. You probably need a master's for a managerial career, or to get a job in the civil service where you can affect public policies in your area of interest. So the conclusion is just like a summary of all you've said, but in quick, brief bits. So I hope that was helpful. So there's a second essay. By the way, this is not compulsory because the asterisk is not, the asterisk in the first one is missing here, so it's like an optional part. And it says that are there any relevant circumstances regarding your application that you would like to draw to the attention of the University of Leeds Scholarship Committee? And for instance, an unusual educational path, a change in study direction. The awards are based on academic merit. Financial circumstances are not taken into account. So once again, they're emphasizing that this is not just a scholarship to just help a poor person. They won't even look at that place, but what they're looking at is your academic merit, whether you're rich or poor. For now, they're not looking at it in your essays. So there's no point mentioning how poor you are, why you're unable to sponsor yourself. At least they do not need that information here. So for this second essay, this is optional. I think you can leave it out. However, if you have something to say here, make it something powerful that will complement what you've said already. For instance, they give an example of an unusual educational path. So you could say that probably you had to leave school for a while, maybe for a year or two, took a gap year in between studies in order to work in the field for a while, or in order to raise funds to sponsor the rest of your studies. So here you're not necessarily talking about financial difficulty. Probably you're explaining a gap in your CV. Probably the CV you submitted while applying for the degree, there's a gap somewhere. It's supposed to be like a 3-year course or a 4-year course, and you spent 5 or 6 years. So you're trying to explain to them what happened then. That probably you stopped for a while and you went to the field to work, and you came back after a year or two to continue your degree. I could also mention that you have a disability, and how you had to work on your disability, and to amplify your your studying process. So whatever information you put here, you do not want to put an information that makes you look like a victim, or something that will help what you've said already, that will show you as a top-notch candidate, that will show you as someone who is ambitious and someone who is academically talented. So that's it, guys. Let's return to the application. So remember, this is just the first one from University of Leeds. We still have the one from the University of Sheffield. So it's it's an interesting one today. So we're done with this one. I will leave the link of the scholarship below so you can read through the info. Remember the eligible courses once again. Yes, do not forget the eligible courses. So let's go to the same scholarship, but in the University of Sheffield. So as we said earlier, it contains full tuition and maintenance fee for accommodation and other things that you might need. But these are the eligible courses for this Helen Nestor Scholarship at the University of Sheffield. So you have international development, environmental change and international development, public health, international relations, social research, and international political economy. So these are the courses, eligible courses for this scholarship at Sheffield. So I think this information is similar to that which we read already at Leeds. So international students, you do not have any other scholarship apart from this. You ready to study at Sheffield in 2021. And yes, you must be a permanent resident of the following countries. So how do you apply for this? This is an interesting application process. So they said you do not need, initially at least, to apply for the scholarship separately. Rather, you apply for the eligible courses and you must be from one of the eligible countries. Apply for the eligible courses and then you will be invited to apply for the scholarship. In other words, make sure you fulfill the academic requirements of those eligible courses, apply. Then if the department judges your application as competitive enough, they invite you to apply for the scholarship. So if you're not invited to apply for the scholarship, unfortunately, that's the end of the road, at least for this particular scholarship. But if you're invited, that means at least you've been shortlisted. So unlike Leeds, everybody can apply for both the particular course you're interested in and then use the scholarship form to apply for a scholarship. But here you only apply for the course you're interested in. Probably indicate in the why applying for the course that you're interested in this Helen Nestor scholarship. Then it is left for the department to shortlist those they believe are competitive enough for this scholarship. Then they invite you, from the instruction here, they invite you to submit a short personal statement. So if you're invited for the scholarship after your department application, you're invited to submit a short personal statement, and they judge you from the short personal statement to see if you're worthy of the scholarship or not. But this short personal statement, I believe, will be similar to the one I talked about a few minutes ago for the University of Leeds, so that might also be relevant. So let's quickly look at the eligible courses once again. Let's click on international development and see what comes out. Okay. So Masters International Development. So for the admissions requirements, they need a good 2-1 or a first class in social sciences or even medicine. Then let's go to the English requirements. So they need IELTS 6.5, the minimum of 6 in each component. But there are other qualifications they accept. Let's go to them. So they said if your first degree has been taught in English in a majority native speaking English country, you do not need to submit an English test. So you could look at this yourself or even email the department if you're not sure to see whether you can get an English test waiver. So that's it, guys. I hope this was helpful for the Helen Esther Ferguson Master's Scholarship at the University of Sheffield and University of Leeds. In case you have questions, kindly put it in the comment section. If you've not subscribed, kindly do so. There are many more scholarships coming your way through this YouTube channel. I have a list of scholarships in different continents coming your way, in Australia, in Asia, in North America as well. So subscribe so you'll be alerted when I drop those videos. And remember to click on the notification bell so you'll be one of those to see the videos when it drops. So until next time, guys, bye bye, see you later.